communicating candidly. But the prettiest young thing I ever saw. And she was hot.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago.
Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
What do you think? Kill! What do you think?
Now a run. Here's the first round pick from April's draft. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
What do you think?
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from my bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really want to brag. I'm just telling.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20.
Prescott. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envision a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a first and 10.
At their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This defense for the Bears, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense. Just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert.
He's got the hook up downfield to McConkey.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You look at this Bears defense.
We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
From the 50, here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Herbert, quick pass out wide. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
That's another Chargers first down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. From back at the 8 now after the false start. Another try at 1st and goal. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's complete to his running back, Hampton.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing quickly, and Herbert completes it. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
Now, I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
Hampton will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker.
And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Chargers 7, Bears 0. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes at it.
There he goes, right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to
Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tiger. Baylor.
Now it's Herbert. That's complete. It's Adnan Mitchell. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They moved it a combined 33 yards. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Kappa. Ready.
Herbert now. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden from 13 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On play action, Prescott. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's 3rd and 3.
Yeah! Wide eight! We're going to 54, wide eight. We're going to 54, wide eight. This way. We're going 47. We're going 46. 26.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made here at the 36. The Bears at 8-4 now in the year. They've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Kill.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get it out to midfield. It's spotted right in midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
We're going to 54, wide eight. Wide eight.
Throw left side, complete. That's more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Prescott going to change the play.
Kill. Here we go, go to 54, wide eight, 26.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's brought down at the 34, calling a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Yeah, here we go. I think. Wide eight. Then we're going to 53. 26.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now Prescott.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
Almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
So they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it.
Yeah! There we go! Hey, kill!
They run for it with Bigsby.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Take Bigsby, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied at 14.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense picked up by Christian Harris.
And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Somebody gotta go it. Somebody gotta go it. I take a G. Watch him go it.
On first down, it's Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Hampton. So 8 yards on the completion there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Herbert going to give to Hampton.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Now that was a big run. It takes him all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him, because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
Hampton going to try to punch it in.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there, because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
A run once more with Hampton.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak.
Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
4th and goal.
Offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown.
Lad McConkey
In the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
So the late touchdown ties things as they will kick this one away in the final stages of the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A gain of 12. First down, Los Angeles.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Here's Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, easy. We'll go orange. Go.
They'll work inside here, Hampton.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them would be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Baylor Tiger. Check. Count. 12. 21. 59.
Here's Herbert.
They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Herbert.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
He finds his target, Allen. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Up the middle, it's Hampton.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Chargers. Adonai Mitchell. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game. Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
47.
Throwing, Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. Luther Burden, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. Santos now to add the PAT. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Herbert. On the move past the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. And that throw there going to put him over 4,000 yards passing now for the season, maybe strengthening his MVP consideration.
And you figure with still a handful of games left to play, 5,000 yards is not totally out of the realm of possibility. The way he is playing, I think he's going to get there.
Herbert throwing again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit out back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 21. 15 yards there for number 15.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Again, Herbert. Touchdown! Oronde Gadsden with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, take. Wide 80. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 80.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 44 yards.
And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Now the point after try for Santos. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making. The fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
There you go. Wide in. There we go. Going to 54. Wide in. 26.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Wide in. Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. Pass caught by Burden. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And it'll be 4th down. So a big one coming now for Cairo Santos. This to break our fourth quarter tie. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7.
Operating from the gun, Herbert. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
That's another one complete to Mitchell.
Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Adonai Mitchell with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. Yeah, here we go.
They go quickly here into Moore. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, this offense hasn't been at their best here. They've made some mistakes. They've been frustrated. They've been largely shut down. But then you look up and say, wait a second, this is a 1-score game. So they're still very much in this, and they're on the move here with a first down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Kill.
Prescott to throw it.
That's caught left side, Burden.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
Pass to the right side, caught by Burden.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Yeah! Here we go. Then we're going to 53.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. Right there. Wide in. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide in. Wait, take.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Here's 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, here we go. Wide in. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well in time there, and now 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down.
Desperation time. Prescott on 4th.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Here we go. Wide in.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw, Prescott. We'll get this complete downfield to Kmet.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Cole Kmet,
36 yards.
and the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. After the touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Herbert going to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
But just over a minute to go in the football game. 2nd and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, count. Go. Baylor tight. Ready.
Herbert to throw.
Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here.
3rd and 4.
Herbert. Finding Allen.
And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
This one, an absolute must. It's 4th and 4. Herbert.
And Allen's got it.
And he will have the conversion on 4th down. He's out of bounds as well to keep their hopes alive.
They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing, Herbert.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations, and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Now Herbert. That one complete to McConkey.
Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Herbert now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Herbert. That is caught. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is 1st and 10.
Now Herbert. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course, you got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
And this one is right down the middle.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So overtime on the horizon, barring a wild finish here as the kick's away.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So it's the Bears who will have the first chance to win this thing as we are underway here in overtime.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Bears take
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they get the ball first here in this overtime period. Remember, even if they score a touchdown, it's not over. There's always a chance to go and score a touchdown the other way, but they can certainly get a leg up with a solid drive here.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Here comes the first throw in OT for Prescott.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. 47.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
There's a short one caught by Loveland.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Kill.
On a delay of game there, they could not get the playoff in time.
Frustrating for the head coach. Frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Here comes the Bears punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
Right at the 30.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Keenan Allen.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit